Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And the Nittany Lions headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Childs. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He'll try to get to the marker himself, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Complete out of the backfield. He's got it up for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
10th play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Penn State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback adjusting the pass. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Myers on the move. Complete to the right. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready. To it and open the 2nd period. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play.
snags it, and there's running room. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Childs. Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Drills him with the stiff arm. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Under fire. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Peoples. Could be an alley. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to pass, it's Childs. Caught. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Finding an escape route. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now on 2nd down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Back to throw, it's Child. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shoots it to the left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his...
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll ride the hot hand. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the return. Start us on the next drive. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Peoples one more time. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for them.
Maybe some room here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Pocket breaking down. Punch it out of the air. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Handoff for Peoples. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The option, he'll keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Childs. He's got it. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The run inside. It's Wallace. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's a give to Peoples. There's some room. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Going to the run, it's Hansen. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State. Ready to try the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now deep in the fourth quarter. A chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Looks it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Breaks the tackle. Going to get a stoppage here for just a second as Northwestern has an injured player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this.
Oh, no, the
ball. Yo, come on, man. What the fuck?
The defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead.
What the
and they're just
fuck?
trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Makes the grab. It's Wagner.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Catch in the middle. It's Bush. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain
defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Childs. Makes the grab. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And it's gone! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Finds a tight end down the gut. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable, because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker.
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
And he got it!
Sir! Eat that, bitch! Eat that! Go home, motherfucker! Game over, bitch! Eat that!
That was fun. And it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence
Thought you had a win, didn't you, Coach? Fuck off!
Dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.